Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the counter, it's Royale, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the 3rd down throw, and that leads to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, Johnson. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same here. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Let's go.
This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Shit. Big Ed.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. A big play that time for the Raiders. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and punch it in with Royale. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Watch the slant. No.
They'll give Crowell another crack. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out here in the eye. Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dak Prescott with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. Ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dak Prescott, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Carlson on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The tackle made by Benson Mayowa. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Johnson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Lady. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Kill.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Joker. Go to 54. Line in. Bang.
Prescott from the gun. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Devon Kennard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run with McKissick. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 78 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And the Lions first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Amendola, the intended receiver. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again, it's Johnson. And an alley to run. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the 2nd down is the time you go play action.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football. The sack.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds like counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Royale. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Prescott off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to Go on 4th and 11.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Oakland. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And Amendola with a catch. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions back in front. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On play action, Prescott. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye, Mike Daniels, in for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
3 down, 3 down. Watch the eye. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go, let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He sets to fire deep. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep 3rd position and makes the interception.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Crowell. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Royale. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up. Because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Man open left side is Brown. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check 50, check 50.
At the 11-yard line.
A first down carry now for Royale. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Check back 21.
Kill. 47, 26.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
A 7-yard pickup.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a first down throw. Stafford got his man complete over the middle. That's James. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll run it with Johnson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys have now moved. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 29, Prescott. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time. Well, big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Switch, hey.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D. He's crashing.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cleveland Farrell in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that one, Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the... Farrell able to get in there for his second